Well, guys, after waiting weeks and wondering where Kyrie Irving was going to be traded, if he was going to be traded at all, we finally have the answer. And for those of you guys who don't know yet, I'm Koo, and thank you for watching one of my ballroom videos. And after weeks of hearing about Kyrie's 4 destinations that he'd rather go to, and hearing the rumors with the Phoenix Suns involving Eric Bledsoe and Josh Jackson, he was finally traded to the Boston Celtics for Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and the Brooklyn Nets first-round pick, along with some European young guy that I have no idea how to pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try it. And today, I'm going to be talking about how this trade helps and how it hurts both sides involved. So let's start by talking about the Boston Celtics, who everyone's been saying has gotten fleeced, but I don't think the same. So let's start with obviously the biggest piece of their trade, Isaiah Thomas, who's now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It had already been reported before he was traded the Boston Celtics weren't really going to be encouraged to bring out the Brinks trucks when it came to Isaiah Thomas. And even after the trade, we're hearing that the Boston Celtics are quite concerned about Isaiah Thomas's hip and don't know how serious it actually might be. So if you're not sure about Isaiah Thomas's hip injury and then there's a player like Kyrie Irving asking out, why not do the trade? You get a player who's under contract already for 2 more years instead of having to unload your house the next year for Isaiah Thomas. Along with that though, you got rid of Jay Crowder, who fit the mold of a Boston Celtics player. But with the signing of Gordon Hayward and the drafting of Jason Tatum, the small forward position was way too clogged up, along with Jaylen Brown, who can play shooting guard and small forward. So if you're not sure about the point guard you do have, and then your small forward position's clogged up, why not move someone from that small forward position, get rid of the point guard that you're not sure about, and then get a star point guard who hit a game-winning shot in the finals just a few years back? I think it was a perfect deal. That is until I heard that they traded the Brooklyn Nets first-round pick. Yes, the same pick they refused to move for players like Jimmy Butler and Paul George. Now, we don't know all the details when it comes to those trade rumors involving those 2 players, but it was reported multiple times that the Boston Celtics were unwilling to get rid of that Brooklyn pick for either one of those players, which I believe both of them are better than Kyrie Irving. They're great scorers and they play terrific defense, so why wouldn't you pull the trigger on a trade like that? But I mean, if you wanted to keep the Brooklyn Nets pick, that's fine. I guess just hold on to it then, use it yourself, or flip it for a different player that might be better than them. But instead of doing either of those options, you went out there and traded Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder, and then threw in the pick that you refused to give up for Paul George and Jimmy Butler, and you gave all of that to Cleveland for Kyrie Irving? Until I saw the Brooklyn pick, I thought the Boston Celtics did a pretty good deal considering their circumstances, and then I saw the pick and I was just completely astounded that they would do something like this. But you get Kyrie Irving with Gordon Hayward, who you just signed. You get Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Morris, Al Horford. It's actually a pretty good team. I like it. I think they're still going to be the 2nd seed in the East. And like I've been saying for the longest time, if the Celtics should just add one more player to that team, they don't have to be a superstar, but on the same level as a Gordon Hayward, if they could just add one more player like that, I think they could take down Cleveland. But in all concerning this trade, I guess I give the Boston Celtics a B. I would have gave them an A if they would have just kept Brooklyn's pick and just shipped the 2 players, but it is what it is. And the European guy, I haven't forgot about him. I'm just not going to try to pronounce his name at all. I'm not going to try it. Zivic? Is that what? I don't know. The European guy, he was also in the trade. It is what it is. I'm not trying that ever again. And now that brings me to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who just received a haul for Kyrie Irving. Cleveland is stacked. There's no other way around it. Cleveland is now stacked. I don't want to hear no more whiny comments, or any comments, especially from LeBron James, who claimed last year they were too top-heavy. They have about 7 starters on this team right now. They have Isaiah Thomas, J.R. Smith, LeBron, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, and then you got Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder coming off the bench. That's 7 stars. I don't want to hear nothing about no top-heavy stuff anymore this year. Along with that, you signed Jeff Green, and you still have Kyle Korver and Iman Shumpert from the previous year. So actually, they could go like 10 deep. I think this was in all a great trade for the Cleveland Cavaliers, except there's one issue that I have major concerns about. As I stated earlier, Isaiah Thomas is brutalized on defense. So imagine how that's going to look when they go against the Golden State Warriors and you got 5'9" Isaiah Thomas on Stephen Curry. It's not like you can hide him on the shooting guard, because if you put him on Klay Thompson, that's going to be even worse. Klay Thompson being 6'7", he'll just put him in the post and baby him all day. And then you got Derrick Rose coming off the bench, who you're probably going to play together with Isaiah Thomas a lot. And he's not good at defense himself either. But the difference with Derrick Rose is we've seen him play defense. We know he can play defense. He just doesn't want to and doesn't give it his all on defense. And that kind of stuff usually changes when you go to a contending team and a team's style and their coach changes the way you are. Just look at J.R. Smith. That's the same thing that happened with him. My point is, even if Derrick Rose doesn't give it his all on defense, he has the tools to play defense. He's 6'3" and he's pretty big. Isaiah Thomas, even if he wanted to, is pretty incapable of playing defense because he's 5'9". So even if he was trying out there, there's nothing he could really do about it. And that's why I'm submitting my vote for Stephen Curry to win MVP of the Finals next year, a whole year early. I believe he's going to drop probably like 35 a game if Isaiah Thomas is guarding him. I also heard on Undisputed from Chris Broussard that Isaiah Thomas may not even be ready to start the season. That's not a big deal considering that you have Derrick Rose as a starting point guard himself, but it's still something that you have to think about. That actually makes the Boston Celtics sound smarter for why they did this, because if Isaiah Thomas is ready for the beginning of this season, that could hurt the Boston Celtics. Cleveland Cavaliers don't really care about the regular season, they just turn it on the postseason, whereas the Boston Celtics would need the regular season to piece together, gain chemistry, and even have a chance at beating the Cavs. But anyways, even though Isaiah Thomas is a complete liability on defense, I still think that Cleveland has a way better chance to beat the Warriors this year. They are way deeper, and unlike last year when LeBron goes to the bench, I don't think they're going to get outscored by 500 points. While even though I have real concerns about Isaiah Thomas's impact on the defensive end, I really do still like this trade for the Cavs. I think they got a great deal for Kyrie and should be extremely excited for their future, considering that they also got the Brooklyn pick. Especially because of the Brooklyn pick, I give the Cavs an A on this trade. I mean, I'm still in shock that they got that pick from the Boston Celtics. I can't believe it. Now, this is where I might lose some of you guys. I was talking about this with one of my friends, and I actually think this could work for the Cleveland Cavaliers when they play the Golden State Warriors. So I wanted to throw this in there at the end of the video and wanted to see what you guys would think about this. So if the Cleveland Cavaliers make it back to the finals and Golden State's waiting for them again, I think I have a lineup that could help them beat the Warriors. Actually, I don't know about help them beat, but maybe give them the best chance at beating the Warriors. So I've came to the stance that if you're trying to stop the Golden State Warriors and build a defensive team that will be built to stop the Warriors, you're going to lose because there's too much firepower. You're not going to be able to stop them from scoring, so you might as well just focus purely on trying to outscore them on offense. And if you watched the finals last year, I actually think this was the Cleveland Cavaliers' plan last year because we had quite a few high-scoring games, and while the scoreboard may not tell it, the game was close when LeBron was in the game. It's when he went to the bench and the bench gave up a lead, or they went down by 10 before you could even take a sip of water. So I think Ty Lue had the right game plan involved, but I think now he's even more suited to try to do this outscoring of the Warriors. Therefore, considering the personnel that Ty Lue has been given, this is the lineup I would run. Not start, but I would run this lineup for long stretches of the game. I would run Isaiah Thomas at the 1, Derrick Rose at the 2, Jay Crowder or J.R. Smith at the 3, LeBron at the 4, and K-Love at the 5, because therefore all of them have scoring ability. Not so much Jay Crowder, he can't really create his own shot, but he's a deadly spot-up three-point shooter. So I'm leaning more towards putting Jay Crowder in at that spot because he can hit the open three just like JR, and on defense, him and LeBron could be really good defenders on the wing. They could switch onto Iggy, onto KD, and onto Clay. So I think that gives them more versatility on both sides of the court. I don't know if you guys agree with me or if you guys think I'm crazy for suggesting a lineup like this, but if I was the coach, I'd seriously run this lineup because I think we can score at all positions and we'd be able to keep up with the Warriors on offense. And a chance is all you ask for when you have a player like LeBron James on your team. And I think having Isaiah Thomas and Derrick Rose in the backcourt can help him close out games against the Golden State Warriors. Because even if you think that's something LeBron struggles at, which I do, I think Derrick Rose and Isaiah Thomas in the backcourt can significantly take the load off of him going down the fourth quarter and score with him. I don't know. One of my friends actually agreed with me and thought that would be a good lineup. I don't know if it's crazy or not. If you guys agree with me, if you guys disagree, if you guys have another lineup that you guys think could actually work against the Warriors, let me know in the comment section below. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for watching another video of mine. Let me know what you thought about the video in general in the comment section below. Hit me up on Twitter and hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up if you liked the video. My next video will be about the Detroit Pistons and if they can make the playoffs next year. If you guys have any other suggestions about videos that you guys want me to do in the future, go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Or once again, you guys can hit me up on Twitter and I'll be sure to hear you guys' suggestions. And let me know what you guys think about this hat. I actually like this hat, but it's too small. I was just going to take it back and get my money. But if you guys like it and think it looks nice, I might just buy a bigger size. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section too. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up down below. Check out the channel. If you like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in my next video.